Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Austin White. I'm a student dental hygienist at West Liberty University, and today I'm here to talk to you about your teeth, what the different ones that we have are, as well as what we use in a dental office checkup, and why our teeth are so important. So to begin with, I'd like to go over just a couple of class rules that I have. One, if you have a question or would like to participate, please remain quiet and raise your hand. Two, please be respectful to your classmates. And three, please be respectful to us. Now, with that being said, I'd like to go over a couple of things that I'm using as visual aids. So to begin with, I have a toothbrush, a tooth model, a dental mirror, and floss. By the end of this, I'm hoping that you'll be able to pick out a tooth, tell me what it is, what it does, and why it's important, as well as pick out something up here and tell me what it is, what it does, and where we use it. So to begin with, I'd like to ask just a question. Has anybody here been to a checkup before? What was done there? Was anything special done? Were you scared? Did you like it? Did you learn anything new? So I'm going to be relying heavily on this model today. Now, this model is great. It's actually a model of my teeth. And what it does is it will help us visualize anything that I might talk about today. This model has a total of 28 teeth. Now, typically, a mouth will have a full 32 teeth. That's if all of your wisdom teeth come in. I, however, only had 2 come in, so I only have 28. Now, each tooth is special in its own right. They all perform a different duty. No tooth is exactly alike. We might have multiples of the same kind, but they're all a little different. So, to begin with, I'd like to show you guys a couple of different ones. Firstly, we have our incisors. Mine, unfortunately, is chipped, which in real life, it is not. I just dropped it. And these incisors allow us to take the initial bite of food. It helps us get a good grip onto whatever we're biting into and hold on to it. Next, we have our canines. Now, canines, they're really something special. These things are naturally really sharp. And what their objective is to lacerate and tear our food. Whenever we bite into something, these things bite into it and pull back, and it brings in little pieces of it, which now goes on to our molars. Now, these molars, they're our back teeth. They feel like squares in your mouth. These molars help masticate our food, which means chew. So what they do is when the food comes by them, it bites down onto them. This biting motion helps grind it and make it into like a little paste, which is a little bit easier for us to swallow. So now that we know what kind of different teeth we have, I'd like to go over what is typically seen during a checkup. Now, we all know what this is. It's a mirror, but more importantly, it's a dental mirror. Now, these are typically held in our non-dominant hands. I'm right-handed, so this will be in my left hand. How we use it is that the patient will open their mouth, and this will allow us to see all the little nooks and crannies that typically can't be seen with just our eyes. There are a lot of areas in the mouth that we can't look into and just see what's going on, especially the back teeth or the insides of the teeth, right? We call it the lingual. We can't really see those areas well, and this aids us in getting a better idea of what's going on in the mouth and letting us see. Next, dental floss, a hygienist's best friend. Now, floss is incredibly important because it cleans these tight areas between our teeth. Generally, when our teeth come in, they're very tight together. So this floss helps get any food or things that we've eaten throughout the day out of the way. I'm sure we've all had popcorn before and a kernel's gotten stuck in between our teeth, and you know how much that drives you insane. Now this floss, we take it between our 2 fingers wrapped up, and we'll come up to the teeth and push it in between 2 different teeth, and working its way back and forth, making sure that you angle onto both teeth will help clear anything that we ate away. Now this is super important because we don't want any food to be trapped in between our teeth. Things that sit on our teeth for an extended period of time can begin to develop cavities, and nobody likes cavities. Next, I'd hope we all know what this is. It's a toothbrush. Now we should be brushing twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. Making sure that you brush at night is most important, however, because eating throughout the day leaves everything on our teeth, and we don't want to go to sleep with all that gunk still on our teeth. So make sure that when you're getting ready for bed, you're brushing. The basic application of a toothbrush is that we want to press it against the tooth, making sure that we're not going back in a jackhammer motion, but instead doing small circles on the tooth to clear of any debris that might be stuck on there. You want to make sure that you're working all the angles of your tooth. That way you can get it all spick, span, and clean. Lastly, we have what we call our loupes. Now these are our very special glasses that we use in the office. These glasses have a battery pack, a light, and these magnifying glasses. Now these are so special because the mouth is a very dark place to begin with. Now this light shoots out a very powerful beam of light which brightens up everything in the mouth, allowing us to see all aspects of it. These magnifying glasses though, this is what makes it really special. These little nubs on the end make anything small appear instantly huge. We can see anything that might be going on in there, might be an issue like calculus or buildup, and it really lets us see what's going on. Lastly, I'd like to move into our guided practice. So for this, I'm going to divide everybody into groups, and each group will be given their own tooth model and their own toothbrush. And what we're gonna do is go over how to brush. Now, I'm sure we all brush, but I have a good feeling that when you're brushing, you're just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, done. And while that might be fast and make mom happy, it is not the correct way to do it. If you do that for a prolonged time, just back and forth for years, eventually you're gonna cause trauma to the gum tissue. The gums will start to move away, trying to run away from whatever you're doing to them. So instead, I'm going to show you the correct way to do it. Now, the best way to brush our teeth is we want to angle our toothbrush at a 45-degree angle to the tooth. The best way to visualize that is imagine leaning back in a lazy boy. You're not going so far back that you're going to tip, but you're also not so far forward that you're face to face with a tooth. So we're each going at a 45-degree angle, brushing at the gum line in small circular motions, all aspects of the teeth. And once you get done on the top, you move to the bottom teeth in the same motion, small circles, 45 degrees. Even on what we call the linguals of the teeth, our little insides. We want to make sure that we're coming in angled at the gum line. Small circles, brushing all aspects of our tooth. This will help make sure that we're protecting our gums, as well as making sure that our teeth are all shiny and clean, because nobody wants unhealthy teeth. So to conclude today, I'm going to ask a couple questions that I'm hoping that you guys might be able to answer. Firstly, I'd like to ask, if I picked out a tooth, would you be able to tell me what it is and what it does? What makes it special? Does it have a different job from the tooth next to it? Or is it the same? Next, I'd like you to pick out one of the things I showed you up here as our prop and tell me what it is. If you want to pick out this, our mirror, tell me where it's used, why do we use it? Or if you want to pick out our lights, my favorite one, what makes these little bulbs on the end so special? And lastly, I'd like you all to show me how you're going to brush from here on out. Are you going to keep jackhammering back and forth? Or are we working on that small circular motions in a rhythmic pattern which will clean our teeth better? That's all I had for you guys today. You guys were a great crowd, and I really appreciate you letting me come in and work with you all today. You all answered any questions that I had very well, and you took time out of your day. So I appreciate that. Thank you.